All right, so in this video, we're gonna go through 4 really crazy state drug laws. These are laws you've probably never heard of, you've probably never thought even could exist. And I'm gonna break down each law in each state, so let's get into it. The first state is California. California, a notoriously liberal state when it comes to THC and marijuana, but in California, where dispensaries and grows are legal, they have a 15% excise tax on marijuana. When it's sold, there's a 15% extra tax. And this tax at least partially funds raids on dispensaries. Now, this is typically raids on dispensaries who are out of compliance, but let's be fair here, let's be real. Basically, as far as the federal government is concerned, all dispensaries, all grows are out of compliance. They're all illegal because under federal law, marijuana, THC is still illegal. So basically what's happening here is in order to operate a dispensary, when you sell your product, you are taxed. The government is taking that tax money, putting it to the side, and at least part of that money could be used to exercise a raid back onto your business. Next up is Texas. Texas has a wild law that's not enforced as much now, but here it is. So in Texas, you actually have to be registered to buy chemistry equipment. So if you buy a chemistry set, something that contains flasks or boilers or funnels, then you must provide your name, your driver's license number, your date of birth, your address, and a description of how you are going to use these products. And then you must sign off that you agree to use these products legally. Now, this law was enacted to help curb the manufacturing of methamphetamines, which does utilize these products. But it's just crazy to think that in a state, a kid's chemistry set, just because maybe it contains an Erlenmeyer flask in the chemistry set, you actually need to go through this whole procedure and kind of be approved to purchase it because, again, the government is so worried about the manufacturing of methamphetamines. All right, let's move on to Florida. Now, if you live in Florida, do not get caught with prescription opioid medication like morphine or oxycodone if you do not have a prescription, because there are some pretty harsh minimum mandatory sentences. Let's go through them. So as little as 8 to 10 pills, 8 to 10 prescription opioid pills, which is about 4 grams, will have a minimum mandatory prison sentence of 3 years. As little as 14 grams is 7 years mandatory. As little as 28 grams, which is about 1 full pill bottle container. So if you have a full pill bottle that you've got from somebody else and you don't have a prescription for that prescription opioid medication, you're looking at 15 years minimum. And this just keeps incrementally going up to eventually include life, a minimum sentence of life in prison. And I saved what I think is the best for last, and that is New York. Again, New York being traditionally fairly liberal when it comes to marijuana, cannabis laws, and it is decriminalized to have just a little bit of cannabis on you. What was happening, and they've kind of put a kibosh to this, the chief of police came out and said, stop doing this. But what was happening was you can have a little bit of cannabis on you, but you can't openly display cannabis. Like you can't be smoking marijuana, cannabis on the street. You can't be dealing it out to somebody else. You just can't have it out open in the public, but if it's in your pocket, that's okay. So what cops were doing in New York, unfortunately, is they were searching individuals, making them take everything out of their pockets. And if that marijuana, that cannabis was in their pockets and they put it out like with the rest of the items that were being searched, then the officer said, well, now I can arrest this individual because he has displayed the cannabis in public. So in my opinion, it's absolutely wild that cops got away with doing that for any period of time. And I guess technically it's still legal, although they've been advised to not have people, as part of a search, display cannabis and then use that to arrest them. So those are 4 crazy state drug laws. If you have any to add, please leave those in the comments of this video. Check the description of this video for all of the ways that we help people be best prepared to pass upcoming drug tests. Thanks to all the members of this channel, and until next time, everybody, stay safe.